we have. We salute you. We appreciate you. We salute you. We appreciate you. Yo. Amadike, one no Biafra. Odogu, Njoku, Kechekwagi, Nedetindi Rogi. Dragon Master, Biko do. My Prime Minister, Atakata Abo. Take us to bus stop. The era you do na yasi. Anya Jikerewo, the one you know in a jogodo. We want to go, yo. Enu na. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. Cabinet members, download. Media people, GCK. Deep down our heart, yo. Oh, Biafra, GCK. We are proud of you. We are very, very grateful. GCK. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. GCK. Nabanyege konsidi bigger than number. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you.
It's black on the beat.
They're going to Nambana Pusyoko. Yo. Biafra Liberation Army. Biafra Defense Force. Biafra Marino. Biafra National League. Omunikwe Battalion. Ndini Nene Chekwa Bodanyo. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. No. Nabanyege konsidi bigger than number. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. Appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you.
It's black on the beat.
They're going to Nambana Pusyoko. Yo. Biafra Liberation Army. Biafra Defense Force. Biafra Marino. Biafra National League. Omunikwe Battalion. Ndini Nene Chekwa Bodanyo. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. No. Nabanyege konsidi bigger than number. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you.
Biafra is here. Special thanks to Mazi Simon by the Prime Minister.
It's blacks on the beat.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this program. I appreciate everyone that has connected, wherever you're connected from. Thank you so much for joining. I'm sorry I came a little bit late, but we are going to try to do as much as we can with the little time we have. Wherever you are watching from, I want you to understand that we must continue on the path of the restoration of Biafra. No matter what you hear or what you see, never give up. There will be trials and temptation coming from all corners, on all angles. But as they continue to come, we will continue to defeat them. No matter the strategy they are bringing, no matter the step they are taking, we will always overcome them. All you need to do is to be very careful Make sure you pay attention to every single thing that is happening. Do not be deceived or be distracted. Remain focused. Wherever you are watching me from, I urge you in the name of Njoku to please don't allow anybody to distract you. We know that the zoo has ended, and it didn't end today. It ended a long time ago, even though they continue to pretend that something remaining. We know that the zoo is finished, and because of that, we are standing our ground to speak and make sure we stand on our words. As we continue, hear this message from our Prime Minister, very important.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, de facto government in the homeland, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, Maazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, to this emergency media press briefing. Welcome on stage, my Prime Minister. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Biafra people. Good evening from here, press. Ladies and gentlemen of the press that are seated in your various locations to listen to this evening space, I welcome you all, friends and lovers of Biafra, and of course, those who love and cherish freedom. My fellow Biafrans, I am very, very happy today, and at the same time, I am sad. I'm happy for the fact that you have shown the highest resilience in the modern freedom fighting. Your resilience is top-notch, and it is evidence of the job that we have done for the past 3 years. We made you go through the fire to become a diamond. Today, you have become a diamond. As a Biafran, you find yourself anywhere in Nigeria, you have become a diamond. And you must be very proud of yourself anywhere you are as a Biafran. Anywhere you are within the Nigeria state, you must be very proud of yourself, because your resilience has made you become a very precious stone within the Nigeria system. As a Biafran, I want you to be very proud of yourself going forward. We have conducted 4 successful days sit at home. Today was actually the highest in the history of our sit at home. Today recorded the highest compliance. I mean, even chicken was not in the street, not even a fowl. And the worst part of it is that nobody even want to go out to make videos. The today sit at home is the highest of it all. What does that tell you? It tells you that Biafra government has defeated Nigeria. And it tells you also what to expect after the Biafra declaration in December. We will shock Nigeria and the world. I'm very, very happy that the result of the template to the liberation of Biafra is coming out to the public and to the world, especially to those who doubted our resolve from the beginning. You must remain fireless before your enemy. Our slogan, as you know, is freedom or die. The die is not for us, it's for the enemies. And I want everyone to understand that Nigeria has collapsed. I want to use this opportunity to send, on behalf of the Biafra government, our condolences to people in Maiduguri, people who have lost their loved one today under Nigeria. In the name of protesting, I am sending my condolences on behalf of Biafra government to those in Maiduguri that lost their loved one. It may surprise you and shock you today that Nigeria Terrorist Air Force conducted air bombardment on people in Borno State, and they killed hundreds from airstrike. Did you hear it anywhere? I am asking you, did you hear it anywhere? Of course, you can't. So we send our condolences to the family that have lost their loved one in the air bombardment of the Nigeria Air Force today in Maiduguri. At the same time, we want to commend those in Gombe who actually stood their ground to fight. Even though we are not fighting and we're not protesting and we don't have the same ideology, but we have some kind of alliance. So the encouragement we will continue to give you. Those in Gombe, you must continue to stand very strong. They made sure that 3 ministries in Gombe
was raised today. That is the consequences of the killings in those areas. In all this, we have made it very clear. Any day, anywhere, a Biafran become a victim, the Biafra Defense Forces must be standing by. We will move to the street. This is not going to disrupt our template to the liberation of Biafra. The resistance fighters, the Biafra Defense Forces, and the Biafra Liberation Army, you must be on standby. The Chief of Army Staff, Criminal Terrorist Staff, has issued a threat that they are watching and they will intervene. And I know that when they issue this threat of intervening, they are not intervening anything. The target is Biafrans. And this time around, we have army, we have defense forces that have stood, defended our land, killed them, neutralized them in numbers, and they know what we can do. So on this note, I am calling on all the fighters of Biafra forces, both those in the reserve and those that are very active in their command and bases, to stand by. When the order will be given for the street, it will not be public, so they don't know what is hitting them. While we continue our liberation struggle until November, we'll change the dynamic again. Our dynamics will be changing probably on a monthly basis. I told you people that the month of July will be a very interesting month that you can never forget. And I want you to take your memory back to the month of July. The history that we have created can never be wiped away when you talk about how Biafra fought their way out of Nigeria. July will everly live in the mind of these terrorists and their sponsors. In the month of August will be the double of the month of July. What it means is that you will hear news and news and news from Biafra land. We will never allow terrorists to breed in our land. I want you to understand that we are not yet in the declaration stage. We have not declared Biafra yet. But our target and objective is to make sure that Nigeria will never breed in our land to kill our women and children again and go free. The promise of this government of Biafra is...
My fellow Biafrans, you have heard from our Prime Minister, and I'm going to be revisiting most of his messages. The restoration of Biafra has come. Every single thing Mazi Simon Ekpa have been saying in the past has now come to reality. I want to tell you that you must obey every instruction coming from Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister. He knows what he's doing. He is not like these criminals in IPOB that steal your money. They took $750,000 and claimed they paid it to whoever they paid it to, and nothing was done. We didn't see the lobby group. We didn't know who the money was given to. We didn't know what they did with it. But they come out shamelessly and they spoke and said they took that money. Some of you didn't see video. I'm going to play the video so that you can remember how they steal the money from IPOB. Today, we are making contribution every Saturday to support the Liberation Army. And every penny you contribute today, you can see the results. We can see the result of the money we are contributing. The little money, you can see how far the struggle has gone. But for the past 13 years, some people have been there stealing money from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, stealing money that the Biafran people contributed. They share it among themselves, and they claim they are lobbying. They lobbied nothing. Nothing was done. Nothing was done. Today, under Mazi Simon Ekpa, with little or nothing, you can come to our fundraising and see how people are donating. With little or nothing, today we have raised the standard. Liaison offices scattered across the world, Liberation Army of Biafra working very hard, the lobbying group working. Not just a man, the lobbying group, you can know their address, you can reach them and you can talk. And I want you to watch and see how these people stole money. And this video I'm about to play, they did this meeting the same week Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. after they have succeeded in stealing this $750,000. That same week was when they held this meeting, and they came out shamelessly and began to speak. Up to today, we did not see anything that was done until Master Simon Ekpa, the Biafra government, took over. And today, Biafra government have the lobbying group lobbying. Here, how they stole your money.
Achievement IPOB has made so far, the strategy behind our move, of which so many people doesn't understand, and they are not to be blamed. As everybody is aware, recently, IPOB consulted a consultant firm in Washington with a whooping sum of $750,000 US. When you put it in Naira or they are useless Naira.
Do you hear that, criminal? The same Washington, D.C. that we are today, that we have lobbying firm that are collecting $10,000 every month. You know their address, we know the company, we know the people who are involved, we know the lawmakers. Every one of them, their name is in public. Their name is in public. But these people, this very program you are seeing was done a week before Mazin comes to kidnap. They stole $750,000. Do you know how much $750 is? Do you know how much you can do with $750,000? These people collected this money from Mazen Nanekan and shared it and they claim they went to meet a consultant firm. Which consultant firm? Which firm are you consulting? They say they went and they meet consultant firm, they pay $750,000. But today, the lobbying group today that is lobbying for IPOB, they have met with number 3 man in the United States. Congressmen, every single congressman they met, they say they have never ever seen anybody come to approach them, not as an individual, not as an organization. But these people were shamelessly making this announcement to the people they are stealing their money. The people they were stealing their money. Biafrans, listen to him.
Achievement IPOB has made so far, the strategy behind our move, of which so many people doesn't understand, and they are not to be blamed. As everybody is aware, recently, IPOB consulted a consultant firm in Washington with a whooping sum of $750,000 US. When you put it in Naira or they are useless Naira, it's close to 400 million. When this happened, so many people were like confused or marveled. Why so much money? Why spending so much money on just consultants? First, I have to thank you guys for such a money. It is so much. But ask also me, where does those money comes from? Those money comes from all this your investment. Those monies come from your monthly dues. Those money comes from your defense funds. Those money comes from all these 10 francs, 20 francs, 35 francs. Because the money is well utilized. That is how IPOB could be able to afford $750,000 US for a consultant fee. When you hear of consultants, the meaning is paying some agents who are connected to penetrate in some areas of which a common organization like us wouldn't be able to get to. And consultants are of variation. There is no limit to where they can go. They are anti-partisan. So they can penetrate PDP, APC, Democrat, Republican, Labour, or whatever. You see why we are following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as our leader. Any utterances he makes has already been planned, initiated, and stamped that it will happen. The achievement IPOB has made so far, the strategy behind our...
Did you hear the criminal? Did you hear them? They paid $750,000 to consultant firm. To consult what? You paid such amount of money, and yet the United States sold Tucano jets to Nigeria. You paid that amount of money, and yet Nigerian government removed the name of Nigeria from one of the country that is persecuting the Christians. And you claim you paid this money. Now, do you understand? Do you see how they have stolen everything that you have owned? And still yet, some idiotic people are still following them. But today, under our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, under the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, a lot of things are going on. Not in the secret, in the open. But these idiotic people, they made IPOB a secret society. Everything they are doing, they say in the secret, in the secret. They will never show you. They didn't tell us who they paid that $750,000 to. They did not tell us the name of the consultant firm. Nobody knows the name of the consultant firm. Nobody knows the people who are in charge, who are involved in that consultancy. All they came to announce is $750,000 was given. This same place where they say they spent $750,000, today, the government of Biafra is paying $10,000 monthly. $10,000 monthly. This is how criminal-minded these people are. My fellow Biafran, the time has come for us to support the liberation of Biafra. You must give your own contribution and give your support to the Prime Minister the best way you can. I want us to hear this from the Prime Minister.
Today, why Nigeria are killing Nigerians who believe in Nigeria, protesting, they are killing them. It is only Biafrans that have not fallen victim. For the wisdom of the government of Biafra, that the only thing we know is to protect the life of our people, we go to any extent to do that. And today, the political criminals are speaking. They like good things. But inside themselves, they know it is possible only by the Biafra government. Nobody listen to them. If we have called for protest, Ali Igbo will be burned. I am telling you, everywhere will be burned. But we said, we know Nigeria is not our concern. And because of this, the next 1 month, the 1 month lockdown of the government institution is going to be immediately as they are finishing this protest, because we don't want, a lot of people are saying, oh, now the securities are there, they have been overwhelmed, let us come out and do our lockdown. No. We are not scared of security overwhelming. We have defeated them. You don't know the war that is going on in Biafra land. Only us know. You know how many thousands that has fallen? You know how many people that have brought to Imo, only Imo State. You know how many thousands of terrorists have fallen in Imo State alone for the past 2 years. So our next lockdown of Nigeria institution in Biafra land will happen after their protest, because we don't want our focus to be on the protest. So we want, when we start, focus will be on Biafra. When we start, everything in Nigeria will be on Biafra. Focus will be on Biafra. Let them bring all the military from Kaduna, from Zamfara to Biafra land. The focus will be in Biafra. That's what we want. And we are not yet in November. We are not even yet in October. We will make Nigeria so restless that before November, believe me, if you see anybody wearing Nigeria army uniform, they will be peeing in their pants in Biafra land. In Lagos.
Did you hear that message? This very word that Mazi Simon Ekpa spoke long time ago, after their protest, is happening today. Today, many Zoological Republic terrorists in uniform are running away from Biafra land. So many of them are resigning. And before November, just as our promisers have said, so many of them, before you will see a uniform man in Biafra land, it is going to be difficult. My fellow Biafrans, Biafra is here. It doesn't matter Whether you believe it or you don't believe it, it is up to you. The only thing I'm going to tell you is for you to prepare so that they don't take you unaware. Prepare so that you don't say, oh, I was not told. Prepare so you don't say you are taken unaware. I want you to hear this message, this prophecy. I want you to listen to this prophecy. In as much as we don't listen to prophecies and we sleep, everything is put into consideration, both spiritual and physical. When we see the real prophecy, we'll listen and we'll make corrections. When we see the fake ones, we ignore them and we walk. We do our physical work much more than the spiritual aspect of it. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is doing his own part. Let us hear this message from this pastor.
I have a good message again. Very good one. But the beginning of it is bad. This year, the numbers of Biafrans that will die is going to be many. Because crowd, governments, and the Biafran soldiers. These people are preparing. These people are preparing. Soon, nothing has ever happened now. It will happen. Then after that war, ladies and gentlemen, listen this. A conference meeting is going to be held by the World Union. And Biafra leader is there. Nigeria government leader is there. And I saw wise people dialoguing. And the Biafra leader said no. Soon. The step that Biafra will take this year has never happened. I saw them on meeting. I'm watching them. And Biafra refused to withdraw. The alternative is to give them what they want. So, Republic of Biafra has been approved in heaven. It has been approved. You people say that Trump would have been of help. No. This one, God will change him. The war we will see is not like the before. This is bush war, desert war. And Biafra will never give up. I'm sorry to say this. Nigeria force, what I'm seeing can never defeat the Biafra soldiers. This is what I say. I'm just a messenger. What we need to pray that the shedding of blood is not going to be much. Because the Nigerian soldiers are our brothers and husbands. The Biafra soldiers are our husband and brothers and uncle. But let the blood of innocent souls speak for their own people. This is what I saw this year. This particular year. This particular year. Okay.
This prophecy is already happening. It is already happening. Whether you believe it or not, it is already happening. The war is already going on. In the bushes, you know, our Prime Minister have said it many times that we cannot go into conventional warfare with Nigeria. We will not go into conventional warfare with Nigeria, but we are going to engage them in such a way that they will marvel. And today, that engagement is going on. You won't understand what is happening. A lot is going on as we speak. Biafran army are fighting day in, day out, as in the bushes, in the forest. If you are following our Prime Minister on X, you are going to be seeing the update wherever you are watching this program from. Do not get distracted. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. Always make sure you pay attention. Always remember what they told Mazen Nandekano in the United Nations. I want to play it for you to remember what they told Mazen Nandekano. And that is what Mazen Simon Ekpa is doing today. Listen.
When I was talking to very heavy players, big men at UN, what they said to me is, but you stopped. That means that what you're fighting for is not worth dying for. If your freedom is not worth dying for, then the world cannot take you seriously. That is the way it is. Any day, if you like, listen, if just do us, I don't need your money, what we want from you is one container load only. We won't come to you again. Let me tell you, any day they shoot us, police shoot us, we shoot back at them. They kill us, we kill them. Believe you me, UN will come in that same day. But if they're only killing you, UN will say, please, can you investigate the matter? Can you investigate it? And make sure that all the culprits are brought to justice. Is that not what they will say? But any day police kill us, we kill police back. They will say, please, what is the problem? What is going on? That time the language is not the same. What is going on means they want to hear from the zoo, they want to hear from us. But if they come and they kill us and they go scot-free, they will say to the zoo, please investigate and let us know. Every country you mentioned, the UN came in as we are fighting. For every year that we fought the war, Southern Sudan fought for 10 years. Guerrilla warfare. At a point, it became very, very clear to Sudanese that you must let these people go. Because they're not going away. They have fought for 30 years, they're not going anywhere. These are the things we need to understand. Had both Biafra, Organization of Freedom Fighters, had they gone into the bush to continue guerrilla warfare, by now Biafra will be a free country. But everybody went into buying and selling. You became very selfish. It's just about you and your son and your family. Which is why, go and ask people who are as old as we are, that grew up in the village and close to our father and our grandparents or uncles in those days. Ask them, since when did an Igbo man start saying,
you have heard it. You have heard Mazen Nandekano. And this thing he's complaining here is why we are standing today demanding for the restoration of Biafra. And there is nothing anybody can do to change that. We are focused. Our mind is focused only on the freedom of Biafra. No blackmail, no propaganda can change us. No blackmail, no amount of propaganda can stop us. Because the zoo has ended. The end of the zoo didn't start today. The zoo ended long time ago. And the politicians themselves know. The politicians, they know that the zoo have ended. But they continue to pretend. They don't want to accept the truth. That is why in one of their programs, one of them in the House of Senate, somebody stood up and he was telling them that Nigeria can never survive. In the Senate. You know, when we say certain things here, they will think we are the ones saying it. But in their Senate, the same thing was said by a member of the Senate, that Nigeria can never, ever survive. So when we say it, it is not as if we are just making things up. We are speaking reality. We are speaking fact. We are saying those things they are afraid to say. Those things they are pretending they don't want to say it. We say it here. We say it. It's left for you to either listen to it or not. It is your business. But for us, we cannot be silent. We will keep on talking. We keep on exposing the enemies. We keep on opening their secrets at every opportunity that we have. The Zoological Republic called Nigeria is not supposed to leave this next minute. The Zoological Republic called Nigeria is not supposed to exist the next second. And that is why wherever you are as a Biafran, you must be strong. Don't allow anything to distract you. Don't allow any propaganda of the enemy to hinder you. No matter what they say, do not allow it to obstruct you. Focus. And believe you me, every one of us will live to enjoy the fruit of our labor. Let us watch this.
Register for the Finland Convention. Contact us +44 79 28 48 33 32 or +44 74 48 28 26 51 or +44 74 47 92 91 63.
Thank you, my fellow Biafrans. I want you to watch this video and listen to what this man had to say.
For war. Yes. It is only blackmailers that say that Biafra is a call for war. That's your hello. That's courage. That's your hip. I'm on APC. I'm a leader of APC. And we will say it in the gathering. And when you need to Biafra is a call for referendum. Nothing more, nothing less. One commits an offense if there is a law written down clearly published. Show me any law that says you cannot hang a Biafran flag in Nigeria and that will be guilty. Show me any law. Nowhere. So they have the right. So is there a law against the color or the design or the distance? Supposing you paint your car the Biafran flag, would they arrest the car? Supposing you paint your house the Biafran flag, would they arrest the house? So what is the offense in hanging the Biafran flag? Today a lot of people are happy celebrating that Dangote is the richest man in the world. He's not richest in nothing. When you are given a monopoly to import cement, and the Beto is stopped for many years so that only you will have a leeway, and then you import the whole flour, and then you import all the sugar, and then you import all the salt, and they stop and they give you a waiver. Even if it's a moron, you will be the richest man in Africa.
Hello, my brothers and sisters, my friends and my well wishers. I'm Brock and they create well and after still a bigger James.
I hope you have heard that man. He made a lot of sense in what he said. Even though that some of them that are politicians, they don't have the boldness to speak the way we speak. They can't do the things we do. They cannot talk the way we talk. But some of them still have the courage to speak. They come and they tell you that Dangote is the richest man in Africa. You don't ask question, why is he the richest man? What made him the richest man? There is nothing that made him the richest man except the monopoly that was given to him. And if you give that monopoly to a Biafran, no matter how dull that Biafran is, that Biafra will be the richest man in the world and not just in Africa. Not just in Africa. He will be competing with the richest man in the world. But they continue to push their lies. They continue to push their blackmail. And they want us to praise them. They want us to be scared of talking. They want us to be afraid of demanding for our rights. We will never be afraid of asking for what belongs to us. If you are a Biafran and you are afraid, you should be ashamed of yourself. You need not to be afraid of anything. You must be bold to demand for what is your right. And that right, you must get it. The British have done a lot of evil to us. And we cannot continue to permit that evil of the British to continue. That is why we, the Biafrans, must stand up and speak up wherever we find ourselves. Let's hear from our screen Amazon Nandika.
There are people who are incorruptible. Incorruptible, I said. There is nothing that moves them. I have come to this earth to do one thing and one thing alone, is to fight and get Biafra. I have not come to this world to be a millionaire, to own hotel, to own oil block, to be close to the president of Nigeria. That is not my job. My job is, what have you done to restore Biafra? When I die and meet Njoku Abiyama, that's what they will ask me. Did you get Biafra? Not how many cars you had, how many hotels you built, where? How many convoys you can travel with? Irrelevant.
Did you hear it? This question is the question that every one of us should answer. What have you done to bring Biafra? Every day, our prime minister is shouting. The media people are shouting for fundraising. You pretend you don't hear it. You have seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said he has come to restore Biafra. His mission in this earth is not to buy car, not to build houses, not to do that. Nobody said there is nothing bad in buying car. It's not bad. But while you are doing it, what are you doing for Biafra? Answer that question. You see our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa today. Our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has sacrificed his career. The kind of career he has in Finland is a career that people are making their prayer points. Something that people are killing themselves to attend. And today, Mazi Simon Ekpa has that career and he puts it on the line to set Biafra free. He put everything about him on the line. The same thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did. What about you? What about you? What sacrifice are you making for Biafra? What sacrifice are you making for Biafra? There must be something you are doing. If you are not broadcasting, you are supporting financially. If you're not supporting financially, you are supporting morally, you are sharing videos, you are doing one, take up one, there must be one thing you are doing. There must be one thing. The restoration of Biafra, there is division of labor, and everyone should be engaged. Everybody should be busy doing something. If you discover that you are doing nothing, get busy. Get busy, give yourself an assignment and begin to do something for the restoration of Biafra. It is not a joke. They have pushed so many propaganda. They say, oh, we love money, Igbos love money, Igbos love money. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa have proved that there are some Biafrans that are incorruptible. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa have proved there are Biafrans that are incorruptible. Incorruptible. That is why when I look at these people who are talking against Mazi Simon Ekpa, I pity them. I pity them because these are a bunch of idiots. And Njoku Abiyama will not forgive them. As they are delaying the coming of Biafra, distracting Mazi Simon Ekpa, so their life will be destroyed and delayed. I don't pity them. I don't pity them. But of course, they will not succeed. As many as them, they are punishing. For you to raise your hand or open your mouth and fight against Mazi Simon Ekpa, you are digging your grave. You are digging your grave, whether you like it or not. You are digging your grave. That is why I will continue to remind you of the warning. He gave the warning. Mazi Simon, before you do anything, he will warn you first. He will warn you. And I would like to replay the warning so that the people who are newly coming, who they are going to convince to follow an attack, you will get it, because when it begins to happen to you, don't say you are not warned.
No. Ọkpụkpụ nke mụ ọ nọrọ gị n'onu ogbuo gị pee. No matter what, you can't take it out. Agbago mụ Nigeria n'onu. Gbaa ndị iro Biafra n'onu. Gbaa ndị si na Biafra agaghị abịa in 2023 n'onu. Arọ ha n'onu na-akụ ha wọwọ. Woto. Ọkpụkpụ a, you can never swallow it and you can never bring it out. So I want you people to understand that propaganda is ongoing. They even say they are signing petition to arrest Simon Ekpa. I do not know, what kind of petition they are signing to arrest Simon Ekpa for other reasons. These people don't understand that we are actually in freedom fighting. Freedom fighting where we do not validate Nigeria state. We are fighting for our freedom. Nigeria state have committed war crime, genocide, crime against humanity in our land, leading us to take the decisive decision we are taking today. And every necessary measure will be taken to make sure that we save Biafrans from Nigeria. Come 2023.
Like this, you will be infected. If you eat me as a meat, or cancer kineri, you know cancer maybe, or you cancer you finish egg, come and eat me as a meat. If you eat me and go to sleep and wake up, you know, you can't eat me.
You have heard that from our Prime Minister. A direct message for those of you who are fighting him. It's left for you. The choice is yours, either to live or to die. If you want to commit suicide, it is up to you. Go ahead and commit suicide. I have no pity for you. I have no mercy for you. The only thing we will do is what we are doing today. Those who have ears will hear. Those who feel that their stubbornness can save them, let them continue on the path of stubbornness. And I bet you, when the rain will fall, it is going to beat them and beat them very, very hard. The rain will beat them so hard that they cannot be able to survive it. I want you to hear this.
The foundation for the liberation and independence of Biafra has been laid by this government, and it is very, very strong. We build this particular foundation of the liberation on solid rock. Are you not seeing it? We are not shaking. I am standing very, very strong, making sure that I'm taking the bullet that they are firing at Biafra people, because their target is you. They believe that once they take Mazen Nnamdi Kanu out of the way, they will come for all of you. That is exactly what is happening in other parts of Nigeria, because nobody is there to stand on the way for them. And they are annihilating people, killing them, sending them to IDP camp. I told them, you see this face, okay, deceive very well. To deceive you. The momentum of the Biafra liberation today have necessitated all the discussion you see. Everybody is talking. Release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Why are they keeping him? Some of them claim that he was not fighting the way I'm fighting, but you kidnap him. Some of them are now addressing him as a gentleman, but you went and kidnapped a gentleman. They say, oh, he's more reasonable. He's not, but you kidnapped him. What were you thinking? All of them contributed money. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was speaking, it was their headache. They couldn't sleep every day. Oh, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he's destroying Ali Igbo. Oh, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he's doing this, he's doing that. Today, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is no longer destroying Ali Igbo. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is no longer causing problem. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is no longer is the good man. Is the only man now that is very reasonable. And I have not even started. Because you see what Agaku Nigeria Igwe. Agaku Nigeria Igwe. And you know the next level is by taking all their terrorist barracks, taking all the government houses. That is the next level we will go, because it is part of the defense of our land. These places are places where the attack against our people are being planned.
You heard that message from our Prime Minister. It is raw. Every single statement he makes, he is following it up. Master Simon Ekpa is not somebody who just talk and go to sleep. If you take his word for granted, sorry for you. If you take the word of our Prime Minister for granted, sorry for you. I pity you. That's the only thing I can say. Every single statement he makes, he follows it up. Today, just look at what the Liberation Army is doing. When you see the work of the Liberation Army, you will understand that he's not joking. You will understand the Master Simon Ekpa did not come to play with you or to laugh with you. He has come to restore Biafra. And Biafra must be restored. It doesn't matter what you think, how you feel, or your propaganda. It doesn't matter. Biafra must be restored. It is a must. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, it must be restored. As we are drawing close now, let us hear this message again from our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa.
Defense, you mute yourself. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, PM. So, Biafrans, I so agree to all the cabinet members present. Just like the PM just said, the defense of Biafra land is very strong. Our men are very motivated. They know that what they're doing is that they're fighting for their freedom as well. So we're all fighting for freedom. So our people are doing very well, and we're supporting them. So that's very, very important. I will thank all the de facto government administrators, how they are also lending hands to support our men on ground by providing some needed, supplies when there's need for that. So that's why I don't want to go really deep into it, because we're making very our men, like our Dragon Fighter Marines and our Black Marines, in the peninsula, they're doing very well. We have some incidents, but we're still controlling the Abana. This regional headquarters in Abana, we're still controlling it partially, but we're fighting there. We're defending the area as well. And also on all departments, all the command fronts and the Biafra land, in the mainland, we're doing very well. No, we have some challenges in Imo State, of course, but it's nothing that we cannot handle. So our men, our gallant men are doing everything, and they're winning. So we are winning. Biafrans are winning. So just to keep it there, all we need is support, more financial support, for the material that they need. So but with all we have so far, we're doing very well and managing all the resources that we have. Thank you, PM. Let's leave it there.
Thank you very much, Defense Minister, for that update. And of course, we have had a development, a few days ago with our alliance with the Ambazonia leader, the president of Ambazonia Governing Council, Dr. Cho Ayaba, which the news came that he was arrested in Norway. And of course, on that regard, we have been able to establish contact with the Ambazonia, Governing Council to know exactly what is happening and what is going on. And of course, at this point, the information is still very limited, the information we are getting, but it is one of the things that everybody should understand, that it is normal in a struggle like this. You have ups and downs, and you stay very resilient and continue to push. And at the end of the day, the end will justify the means. So I will invite the Director General of the Foreign Affairs Department or Ministry of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile and the Homeland, Professor Joy Irobi, to give us a brief of, what we have gathered so far between the Ambazonians Alliance. Professor Joy Irobi, over to you. You have 2 minutes. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, Biafrans. So to go straight, so we I had a meeting with the Ambazonia team and
Republic Government in Exile, Professor Irobi, and of course on the update from the last court appearance of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We expected that what transpired in the last court should have happened long time ago, for the judge to step down, because she can't convict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And of course, with what we actually foresaw, we encouraged the leader of indigenous people of Biafra to make sure that he was not tried in the last court. And that actually what happened. So if you have listened to many analyses,
they have said that he was kind of making a lot of he took the show by himself in the court and didn't allow the lawyers to continue because it is not proper that you can't try a crime on top of a crime. So he actually took advantage of that, and that led to the judge, from resigning from the case, which is what she should have done a very, very long time ago. And so we are expecting that there's going to be a change in this whole process. But remember that we are not expecting him to get justice in Nigeria court. That is impossible. And that's what we have been stressing from the one. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never get justice. You don't expect a government, there's a terrorist government that went as far as going to another country to kidnap somebody and to come and give that person a justice. It's not possible. So every reasonable person should know this. And I'm very, very happy that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu understands this very well, and the message gets to him very, very well. Today, we are also getting information that the terrorist DSS did not allow the lawyers to visit him. It is also not a surprise to us. But one thing I would like to say here today to the lawyers who are still seeing him is that, whenever I come to shout and cry like this, remember that there is something behind it. The problem Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have today is the ex-wife. She went to visit him, not because she wants to do something. She wants to know how he is doing. She wants to know how healthy he is. She wants to know everything surrounding him, how things are moving and how things are going. And she was very, very shocked that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sound, health, and healthy. So what did she do? She needed to come out and start causing confusion in order to escalate. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is already getting himself somehow, he wants to cause more confusion. So the more they limit, although she's not going to go there again for a very long time, but the more they limit anything, communication or contact with the woman, the better for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case. She was directly involved in sabotaging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. And a lot of people do not know what happened. There are a lot of information some of us have that many people who are shouting out there on social media do not have. And I am happy that his in-law, Master Prophet, is making some kind of revelation, which a lot of people are taking as a joke because of the kind of person he is. So a lot of people don't take what he's saying very seriously. But there are some things that he's saying that I personally know. And one of them is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu relocated to Kenya. He has made this thing public, and nobody is actually interested in digging deeper. The reason he said Mazi Nnamdi relocated, he did not say he went to Kenya, he relocated to Kenya. And I am not surprised. He was also making comments that say anybody, any woman that is hitting the husband. Have you people listened to the latest video of Master Prophet? He is the person he is. You are not supposed to take everything he says very seriously, but there are some certain things that he's saying that some of us, somebody like me, I know very well that it is the truth. He was making a video the other day and say a woman that is hitting the husband is not supposed to, be a wife. A woman that is chasing the husband out of the house is not supposed to be a woman. A woman that is holding the man in the shed is not so. So all these things, what he was saying is actually what this woman did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their house. And he went further to say, because the woman feel that in Europe, a man cannot react, it means that this was what actually was going on in their house. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had to leave the house. So if a woman who have done all these things to the husband, you think that that woman will want the best of the husband? The answer is no.
So I want everybody to understand that many things that we know that many people don't know, it is still going to be in the public. But listen to what this master prophet is saying lately, not like when he was carrying baby and looking for Simon Ekpa to kill, all those ones are, now everybody's brain is coming back because they have done, and now it is time for people to, say the things the way it is. So if she can do all these things to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which many people don't know, up to the extent of, chasing him out of the house. And during the time of Nelly, a lot of things, a lot of information we have, or we are just holding on, to know how things will go. So there are a lot of things that is happening. Of course, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in a position at this point to make certain decisions because he doesn't know what is happening out there. So, but the lawyers now are the people I am talking to. And I know they're going to listen to this because everybody's waiting for this meeting. So I'm talking to the lawyers. The more they limit any access, any information, and let me also say it here. The only reason why she went to Abuja was because she's no longer getting information. Information is not coming from Ejimako. Information is not coming from the Maxwell. Information is not coming from the other Ejiofor, the other lawyer. So she was not getting information anymore, just like the criminals in the DOS. They're not getting information. So she needed to go to see things herself, to know the condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And when she went there, she saw of which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cautioned her, warned her very well that if you attack Simon Ekpa, you'll be divorced. Openly. She came back and she ran mad. So what is happening now is that we don't need to, give credence to whatever that is happening. Biafra is not a family property. Anybody who is very competent and capable can fight for Biafra. And that is what all of you who have gathered, sacrificed everything, your money, your time, your profession, and your everything you have, including your security, you put it into the struggle to see the kind of progress we have made today. Do not allow anybody to make you believe that the struggle for Biafra belongs to certain people. No. What we are doing today is we are giving our service, our promise. The promise I made to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is that I'm not going to betray him. And as long as he have not betrayed Biafra, I will stand by him and for him till the end. That is my promise, and that promise is not just to him.
The evidence given on Wednesday, April 25th,
to bring you back to the age of the stone, thinking that Biafra struggle is for a family or for a certain people. No, it is not. We are only here to make sure that the promise we made to our fellow human being and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that we did not break that promise. And we continue to stand on this promise till he comes out. And if he did not back down on Biafra, we will continue to stand on the promise. But the good news is that, like I said, he is going to be released in a very historic way. I want you to listen to what he said in the last court. He said the persecution of Ndibo will end with him because he knows what is going on. He knows that the end has come. He knows that we are going to be the end of this whole thing. He knows that by the time we finish with Nigeria, we are going to hand over freedom to our new generation. And that is where the whole persecution of Ndibo ends. So if you understand that word very well, when I told you I am going to take word, I take word inside the heart of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That thing he said in court actually have, vindicated me, because it is in line with our thought. It is in line with everything we have said in this process of liberation. And of course, those who have been the criminals killing our people, he talked to them as well. You remember when our people were when they pushed our commanders in Hilos, and they will drive them across Biafra land. They have killed this one, they have killed baby, this, have killed that. You remember how they have killed our people. So he was talking to the criminals who were making kidnappings and killing our people. You know that there is the one they call Madubugo, who was the commander of ESN. That one is gallivanting in Abuja. He lives in government house. So that one was part of the kidnapping ring of Ifeanyi Ejiofor. He was into kidnapping. He kidnapped the commissioner of the former commissioner of utility in Anambra State. This information is public. I called the man's name. It is on social. It is on media. Nigerian News reported it. They swore oath with this man, and they were collecting 30 million. I have called on this man to come out and deny what I'm saying. You know, if it is a lie. They swore oath. They kidnapped this man, give him oath in the bush, and release him after collecting ransom. This Madubugu. And today, with my exposition, maybe the man may have gotten his freedom of paying them 10 million every time. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped newly in 2021, this man was the one sponsoring them going, even sponsoring the Ejiofor going to court in Abuja, just for formality. Every time that is court, this man will give them 10 million. And he gives this 10 million to Madubugu. Madubugu will take cash and go to Abuja and give Ejiofor 3 million. I have every information. So now, this man, I have challenged Soludo. Your commissioner was kidnapped. Can he come to tell Biafrans or Nigerians who believe in Nigeria, who kidnapped him, who gave him oath? I already told him that oath they gave you will never do anything to you. And of course, which I believe he have realized by now, because I don't believe he's still paying them after the exposition. So now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking to people kidnapping people in Biafra land. He is talking to them. Today, ask yourself, why is that Madubugu, who was the ESN commander, is no longer going to the court to kiss Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? That is the question that everybody should be asking. They were the one who goes to the court to kiss Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why is he no longer going to the court? He was talking to those criminals. But you know what they do? They say, oh, he was talking to someone else. Is someone else a kidnapper? Fighting Nigeria government, Nigeria terrorist government, fighting the army who comes to kill our people, who killed the IPOB, even when I was not in Biafra State. These are the people that our guns are against. And they know that very well. But because they have collected money thinking that will stop me, and they have not stopped me for the past 3 years. And here we are, you know, surging ahead into the Declaration of Independence. How long has it been elected? The Declaration, Restoration of Independence of that Biafra, and all of them are running mad. So my people in the cabinet, I want every one of you to just beat your chest, shake yourself, clap for yourself, because you have done something nobody else have done in Biafra struggle. You have made a history that nobody else has made. Today, because of you, we have scattered the entire United States Congress, and everybody is now posing with Biafra Charter. They now come to understand what is Biafra. They are interested in knowing more about Biafra, and many dignitaries are hopeful to embrace our convention in Finland, and that is going to be another history from this 29th of November to 10th of December 2024. We are going to make history and be part of this history. Do not let anybody distract you. No matter the propaganda on social media, it is going to increase. Do not let them distract you. Be focused and focused and focused. Thank you very much. And what we are doing today is to, you know, make the government more stronger. Like the COS say, consolidate. I think I like that word, consolidate what we have. Is a very important one. We don't need to expanding our tent is a very good one, but we will focus more on consolidating what we have already. After going through some of the proposal, I think I'm in line with that, consolidating of what we have. So today we are going to be moving a motion for the establishment of the Biafra. I'm moving a motion for the establishment of the Biafra Broadcasting Corporation.
My fellow Biafrans, you have heard from my Prime Minister. This is just a brief of where we are and where we are going. Fellow Biafrans that are watching, we must continue to support the Prime Minister. He is equal to the task. Today, the lobbying group are lobbying in Washington, D.C., not like that of the IPOB. It is not like the IPOB Nigeria. You saw the video I played, IPOB Nigeria. They stole $750,000 from Biafran people, and they say they paid consultant. Nothing was consulted. Nothing was consulted. Nothing. The same Washington, D.C. today, where we are paying money, where we are paying only $10,000 every month, they say they paid $750,000 and nothing was achieved. These criminals, they still have the gut to come out and continue to deceive Biafrans. I want you to watch it before we go.
Achievement IPOB has made so far, the strategy behind our move, of which so many people doesn't understand, and they are not to be blamed. As everybody is aware, recently, IPOB consulted a consultant firm in Washington with a whooping sum of $750,000 US.
They consulted a consultant firm. The firm doesn't have name. The consultant firm doesn't have name. We don't know who did the consultation. We don't know who the consultant is. This is how they stole $750,000 from the account of Biafran people. And this thing happened a week before they kidnapped Mazen Nandekan. These people are evil. Thank God for Mazen Simon Ekpa, who is today doing the rightful thing. Today we are in Washington, D.C. We know our lobbying group. We know their name. We know the name of the firm. And they are working, lobbying for Biafra. I appreciate every Biafra that is making contribution. Tomorrow is fundraising. Please join the fundraising. Support the fundraising. Give your own fund. Support the best way you can. Let us raise the fund and make sure that our land is defended. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I appreciate every one of you that was able to join me. I'm sorry I came a little bit late. By the special grace of Njoku Kabema, we are going to do our program normal tomorrow. Thank you so much and stay blessed. We see you tomorrow. May Njoku Kabema guide and protect all of you. We are going to continue to do what we have to do. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. Don't allow anyone to distract you. Don't allow anybody to tell you stories that doesn't hold water. We must continue to support the restoration of Biafra the best way we can. Thank you, and I will see you again tomorrow by the grace of Njoku Kabema. Stay blessed.
Amadike, one no Biafra, Odogu, Chukwuki Kechekwagi, Nedetindi Rogi, Dragon Master, Bikodo, my Prime Minister, Atakata War, take us to bus stop, the era you do to Nayasi, Anyajikerewo, the one you know in Njoku. We want to go, yo, we appreciate you, Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you, Biafra, they salute you. We appreciate you, Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you, Biafra, they salute you. Cabinet members, download, media people, GCK, deep down our heart, yo, Biafra, GCK. We are proud of you, we are very, very grateful, GCK. We cannot forget all your sacrifice, GCK. We appreciate you, Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you, Biafra, they salute you. We appreciate you, Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you, Biafra, they salute you.
It's blacks on the beat.
The white Nambana Pusyoko. Yo. Biafra Liberation Army. Biafra Defense Force. Biafra Marino. Biafra National League. Omunikwe Battalion. Ndini Nene Chekwa Bodani. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. Napanyeki Kositi. Bikata Namba. We appreciate you, Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you, Biafra, salute you. We appreciate you, Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you, Biafra, they salute you. Biafra is here.
by the Prime Minister. Udo.
It's Blacks on the Beat.